Hello everyone, I am your Immortal Hellseeker, back with another review. This is the first time I've ever done something like this. Today I'm going to just say fuck it, and I'm going to review the entire Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision / Loki, Disney Plus, Marvel Legends wave. I'm going to review all 7, or technically 6, as I actually already reviewed Falcon. Check my channel. Review came out like 2 weeks ago. Go check that out if you are interested. I'm barely gonna take a look at that figure. I'm gonna take a look at it at the end with the wings, the flight gear. So I will be taking a brief look at that figure. But if you really want to get my full thoughts on that, check out the review. So if you're just interested in the Falcon, check out the review on Falcon, because I already made one on him because I wasn't planning on doing this because I didn't know I was going to grab all these within like a couple of days. But I have the whole wave right here in, I guess, the studio, if you will. From the left to right, we have the Baron Zemo, who I got with the Falcon. He's in my reviews. He's in my review of Falcon. Bucky Barnes, or Winter Soldier, White Wolf, whatever you want to call him. Loki from the upcoming TV show, Wanda Maximoff for Scarlet Witch, U.S. Agent with a custom shield that I will show in the review, Sam Wilson Captain America or Falcon, and then the White Vision. So we're gonna start with the Baron Zemo, as again he is the figure here I've had the longest. Now, this is going to be a long fucking video. I don't know how long this is going to be or how long it's going to take. I am currently filming this on June 3rd, I think. June 4th. It's a Thursday. So, it's first week of June, Thursday. Let me check, actually. It is June 3rd. So, yeah, I'm filming this June 3rd, 2021. So, if this comes out June 8th, that's because I didn't want to review the entire set in one sitting. So, this should be a long video, so get something to eat, sit back, relax. We got a long one here. Alright, so here we have our first figure in the set. I'm not going off the order in the boxes, I just don't feel like it. But here is Baron Zemo. I hope you liked that little time-lapse thing I did there. Gives me Jay Hernandez vibes. I love his videos, so anything if I can make his videos that quality. My videos like his quality. Content. So yeah, this is the Baron Zemo figure. Let's take a look at the packaging, and then we'll take a closer look at the accessories. Alright, so Zemo, without a doubt, has the most accessories in this set. He doesn't even come with that many, to be honest with you. He comes with a good amount, but he doesn't come with like a ton of them. So first off, this is the head he comes with in the package. You do get the Daniel Bruhl head sculpt, which I think looks okay. It looks like him, but it also looks a little cartoony for me. Not a huge fan of it. I haven't been using it. The unmasked head, or the masked head, my bad, which looks really good. You get 2 sets of hands, so you get 2 fists. Not much you can do with them, but they're nice. You get a trigger hand, or a holding hand, but it's really a trigger hand. And then you get a pointer. And then you also get, here's some like weapon accessories and shit. You do get the Winter Soldier book, which is a cool inclusion with this figure. I don't remember him using this in the show. If he does, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't. And then you do get a repainted Deadpool gun, which is gold this time. It's not a legitimate thing. Let me look over here to see if I actually have one of those guns near me. Because I don't have Deadpool with the gun hands on, and the gun hands I do have for him, like over here, by my shelf, are using the, like some pistols I found. Alright, here we go. Yeah, see, that's the Deadpool gun. And that's the Zemo gun. Yeah, they're definitely the same sculpt. So, they are the same thing. If you're curious what you're getting. Alright, let's take a close look at the figure. Here he is with the unmasked head. I just want to remind you, I will have him with the mask on for the rest of the video, so I'm just going to let you know. And here we have the dance man himself, Baron Zemo. I gotta say, he's not a mind-blowing figure by any means. Like, I don't love or hate this figure. If I'm gonna be honest. By the way, I forgot to show his bath piece, but you do get this piece here. So you do get, like, the end of the wing. One of them. I'm not sure which one. Because there is two on the Build-A-Figure. But my guess, it's like that one. I brought the left one. So, where do we start? So, the bottom half of the figure, I believe, is reuse. It appears, at least the legs, are just random suited legs. So, they do have pins, blah, blah, blah. If you own a suited body, you know the gist. Double jointed knee. You know, you got your normal swivel. They're not exactly the greatest legs. I'm not going to go super in-depth. I think most of you have a suited figure. If you don't, then I'm sorry. I'm not going to go too much in depth. You should know how that figure moves. So you do have the, you know, you got a swivel there in the crutch area. You do have a crunch, an ab crunch. Double jointed elbows, pinless, which is nice. Now, I thought these were reuse of Peter B. Parker. They are not. They are new arms. I actually have Peter Parker literally right up here. Just to show you. They are not different. Or they aren't the same. They are definitely different pieces. So that is really cool that they are going to reuse that. Would have been good, though. I would have rathered they reused the arms than the legs, because then the legs could have been pinless if they just reused pinless arms. It would have been better off, especially because the Peter B. Parker figure is kind of a peg warmer. But whatever. So you do get the head is on a really good dumbbell. I'm really impressed with that as well. Arms go about that far. Nothing too spectacular. Yeah, that's about it. He's got pretty basic articulation. Nothing too mind-blowing, all things considered. So, I'm only going to do a handful of shit. I'm only going to do a couple comparisons, as again, this is a really long video. I'm trying to speed through these figures. So I'm only going to show him next to a couple of Marvel Legends. That's all I'm going to do. And then we're going to move on to the next guy. Here is Zemo next to a Black Panther and a Captain America. Again, sorry the Zemo segment was kind of short. Again, I can't spend 8 minutes on each figure. I'm sorry, I just can't do that. It'd be a pain in the ass to edit and upload. You guys have no fucking idea. So next figure is Loki, which is the last figure in this set I opened. Let's take a look at his packaging, and then he really doesn't come with any accessories other than the bath pieces. So we'll take a look at those. Here is the packaging for Loki. He actually has the most unique packaging, as it isn't WandaVision or Falcon Winter Soldier based, and also it's green instead of red accents. So you get that Disney Plus, Loki, top Loki, Captain America Build-A-Figure. Picture of him. On the other side, there's another picture. On the back, we got another product shot of Loki, or render, as someone told me. All those languages, if you want to read it. He is the third figure on the listing. Again, that's if you want to know how to build the figure. There you go. Let's take a close look at the figure. Before we get into the figure, I just want to show the quick stuff that you get with the figure, being the Build-A-Figure pieces. You get a flight stand for Falcon. You get, I'm not going to disassemble the whole wing set, but you do get the centerpiece right there that I'm pointing to. So you get that. And then you get probably a needed accessory, but if you ask me, the most useless that any figures came with, as honestly it doesn't stay on the Falcon. And that you do get a red wing. So, yeah, if you wanted Red Wing, there he is. 99% of the time, I don't post Falcon that today. It's a good inclusion. It's good it's there. So, this is probably the most basic figure in the wave. It is entirely the Nick Fury Captain Marvel body mold. Completely. It's that. And I'll get into it. It's not a very exciting figure whatsoever, so I'm going to be really quick on this. You do get a pretty decent Tom Hiddleston head sculpt with him. Again, normal suited arms, double jointed elbows, blah, blah, blah. Arms good about that far. Time police logo there. Double jointed knees. I think they're even maybe the same legs as Zemo, but a little bit better. If you open up the jacket, which is a new sculpt, I'm pretty sure, you can see the gun holsters sculpted in there like the Nick Fury. On the back, I think most people have covered it by now. Variant is set on his back, so wonder what that means. We'll see when the show comes out. Yeah, I literally already ran through pretty much everything on this figure. There's a swivel there. If you have the Nick Fury, which was pretty fucking cheap when it was clearanced, you know what this figure is. It's nothing crazy. It's a cool figure if you're excited for the Loki TV show. Yeah, if you want to finish the Falcon, yeah. But it's not that cool. I think he looks kind of neat, but I don't know. So let's get to some comparisons. To start off, here he is next to the Nick Fury figure. Same legs, same arms. Again, when I was talking about, there's the holsters on his jacket. But I will be putting him next to the Infinity War Loki and Infinity War Thor. Right there. I'm going to do a head swap between these two real quick, so pop that off. Fuck. So the Infinity War head sculpt looks like it's the same ball, so that's good. The Infinity War head sculpt on the Loki body looks pretty terrible. Yeah, that does not look good. And then we have the new head sculpt on the old body. Yeah. He's got a long neck, but hey, if you like it, yeah. I mean, you can pull it off. It looks weird, but I mean, looks a little small, just how the old one looks big. So, yeah, if you want to do that, you can. It's not going to look good, but you can do it. If you like this head sculpt, which I do, so it's a fair point. Alright, next figure. Alright, I'm just going to give you a warning right now. This is my least favorite figure in the set, and that is the White Vision from WandaVision. This was the first figure revealed right after WandaVision Episode 8 came out. Yeah, it's another Vision. The same body mold. This is the third time they've released it, and it's okay. It's the only figure in this wave that I don't need. Actually, I wouldn't say that, because again, but, you know, and that's actually the reason I bought him before I bought Bucky and Loki. Fun fact. I actually think Loki is more not needed for me. Like, which are, again, spoiler warning, those are my two least favorites in this set. Now, this figure is good. It's not bad, and if you don't own another Vision, then yeah, it's not terrible. I think you'll like it fairly fine. However, compared to the rest of the wave, it's just a lot of bangers, man. There's a lot of great figures in this wave. Compared to that, he's just like a decent add-on, if you ask me. Now, I think some people will go, where's White Vision? Why is there not a White Vision in this wave? That would have been really cool if they included that, if they put in like Agatha Harkness instead. Or another Falcon and Winter Soldier character. I'm trying to think who they could have done. Sharon Carter, maybe. If they did one of them, or maybe even another Falcon, I don't think people would have been happy about that. I'm going to be truthfully honest. I think some people would have lost their shit that there's not another WandaVision character in there. But, again, it is what it is. I personally, if you're going to ask my preference, I personally wish that the WandaVision figures we got were the black and white 50s or 60s versions of them. I just think those are more memorable for me, and they looked really cool on the show. Those would have been really neat. Now, I understand why. I don't think they would have sold that great. Maybe they would have sold amazingly. I don't really know. But I do think those would have been really unique figures if they released 2 black and white civilian characters. They would look really cool, and they could even do what they did back in the Toy Biz days and release variants, and the variants would be colored. That would have been fucking cool, but instead we got this, and I mean, it is what it is. Here's Vision's packaging. Now, I will say that I think the WandaVision packaging is actually my favorite out of the 3 variations. It just looks really good and it pops. So there it says Disney Plus, WandaVision, The Vision. I don't know why they're going with The Vision. Maybe it's because they didn't want to put Marvels in front of the name. I don't fucking know. On top, you got a Vision logo there, Captain America flight gear, blah, blah, blah. A rendered picture of Vision, concept art of White Vision, early stage. It's not entirely accurate, but it does look pretty cool. The bottom, we got, there's the barcode. I don't know if I showed Loki's. Did I not? It's kind of a mess because he was on the bottom. But there's Loki's, if I didn't show his. My room's kind of a mess. So yeah, there's Visions if you're looking for Vision. They are, by the way, Loki, Zemo, and Bucky are, and U.S. Agent are all in stock on Big Bad Toy Store at the time of this recording. So if you're looking for those are the last ones you need, or if you want one figure from this wave, go on Big Bad Toy Store. There is a picture of Vision right there in the box, blah, blah, blah. He's number 2, and yeah, there we go. Let's take a closer look at the accessories. Again, I'm just going to let you know, you don't get too many accessories with this guy. You get 2 open hands. You get 2 fisted hands. And then you get the corner pieces right here for the wings. Both of them. Like that. You get both of those. Nothing crazy. So let's take a look at the figure. Alright, so again, he is probably my least favorite figure in this set. I'm not digging it too much. But he's here. It's a figure in the set that I bought. What do I think of it? It's okay. You do get a new cape. Again, I have the old Vision right next to me. You get a new cape, and it's a new head sculpt, which I think is better. So I'll get more into depth in that in the comparisons. But you do get a new head sculpt, which is nice. It's more accurate, blah, blah, blah. If you have the first Vision, which I assume most of my subscribers do, you get an ab crunch, arm goes out, swivel there, and goes out about that way. There's a swivel there, bend at the knee, thigh cut, ankle rocker, average Legends articulation. There's nothing that breaks grounds here. It's not a very exciting figure to show off. As he literally has basic articulation. He's nothing too crazy. And that's why I think I'm going to end up spending the least amount of time on this guy. So let's head to comparisons. Alright, so here he is next to 2 random Vision figures I have. The 2-pack with Scarlet Witch. I got that back in 2018 when Toys R Us was closing down. I only paid 20 bucks for it. I got it before you probably did, so haha. And then just for fun, here he is next to the Toy Box Disney Store exclusive 2-pack Phasing Vision. I'm going to show the Scarlet Witch in this video. That's honestly the reason I bought the 2-pack, but you get Vision with her, and it's a nice inclusion. So there you go. And also, since I do own another Vision, again, I'm not going to show off the Phasing 6-inch. I have no reason to. It's literally the same thing as this, except a little lighter. Here he is next to the Comic Vision, which I love, by the way. I think it's a really good figure. That's probably my favorite Vision figure. I love that buck. He looks great. It's a really good Vision. Forget this thing even exists half the time, though, even though it's a great Vision. So, yeah. There you go, next figure. Alright, so the next figure we're going to be taking a look at is the Winter Soldier Bucky Barnes White Wolf. Whatever the fuck you want to call him, I don't care. Let's take a look at the accessories and then the packaging. For accessories, you get the open hands, which are nice, and then you do get fisted hands, which I was too lazy to take off, so you do get fisted hands. And then for the bath piece, again, I'm not going to take apart the wings, I just don't feel like it. You do get the middle piece, one of these middle pieces, so I don't fucking know which one. Doing the same. Let's take a look at the packaging. Alright, so here is the packaging for Winter Soldier. Down below it says Falcon Winter Soldier, blah blah blah, Disney Plus, Winter Soldier. We've already gone through all this shit. Marvel Legends, the picture, Winter Soldier logo right there, Captain America flight gear, blah blah blah. A product art of Bucky. This side, same thing. Top, we had another picture of Bucky. Read it in any of these languages, I don't care. He is number 4. There is the Falcon. Alright, let's take a look at the figure. Alright, so finally we're getting to some really good figures here. This is probably my biggest surprise in the wave. I actually, once we get to my ranking, I'll really say of one of the last ones which one I was really looking forward to. And I gotta say, this one beats that one out. I love this figure. It's really fucking good. I like it a lot. Not a figure I was looking forward to. I don't think that many people were. It's pretty similar looking to the first, or the Infinity War one. It is a completely different sculpt, and it actually surprisingly appears to be a different outfit. Even though they're really similar outfits. They didn't even need to change them, but hey, whatever. So the head sculpt looks a lot like Sebastian Stan. It's probably the best Sebastian Stan head. The hair's a little too dark for me. It appears to be black. There is brown highlights in there. I don't know if you can see it. It is brown, but it definitely is way too dark. It doesn't look brown enough for me. You get a normal ab crunch, abs, swivel there. Pinless arms, such a fucking refresher compared to the other ones. The pinless arms are so great. This arm, by the way, is really cool looking, I gotta say. That's pinless too. Pinless knees. And then you get the, the thigh cut's in a weird spot, but hey, there is a thigh cut there. Then there is the, there's ankle pivot, average foot articulation on a figure. So yeah, I'm pretty surprised that this figure is so good, because it's kind of a breath of fresh air. And like, why do you like this wave so much? Because the strong figures in this wave are really good, and the bad figures, that I call bad at least, are still decent. They're still better than most of the bad figures in, an average wave. So I don't mind them. So let's do some comparisons. And then here he is next to the Infinity War Bucky and the comic Bucky. My favorite's the one in the center. The new one is so good. It really is a great Winter Soldier, if you ask me. I'm very impressed with how it turned out. I think the one on the right's kind of mediocre. It's never a figure I really cared for. He does actually come with a gun, so hey, there you go, part for the course. And then the comic one's also pretty nice. It's not amazing, but hey, it is what it is. I definitely like it. I wish the new one came with guns or a knife or something, but I don't even remember him really using weapons in the show. I remember him really just using his fists. So, I don't mind it. Whatever. It's not something I should really complain about. But, hey, I mean, you got a good argument there. He doesn't have any weapons, so this figure's not that good, but I personally enjoy it. I think it's a pretty nice figure. So, alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, home stretching it. This is where the figures start getting really, really fucking good. I'm just gonna say that now. Yeah. So first off, again, I already said in the beginning of this long-ass video, and if you think it's long for you, it's long as hell for me. I did make a custom shield for him, so let me take that off the arm real quick. I made this quite a while ago. I made it before even the figure, I don't even think was even announced. So here it is. I painted blood at the end of the shield right there. I had an extra Time Heist cap that I bought because I really wanted to build up the Time Heist Avengers. And in the extra shield, I was planning on making a broken shield out of it, but I wasn't sure how to do it. So I decided to just paint blood on it one day because I was bored as fuck. And it turned out really good. I wasn't sure what to do with it until I got this figure, so I just kind of sat by my old Falcon. And now that I got this, it looks really nice. So yeah, it looks really good on him. There's no shield included with this figure. If you want a shield with your U.S. Agent John Walker, you're going to have to get the Walmart exclusive. But it really does look great. I love how that looks on him. For sure. It looks really realistic, I think, on how I painted it. How it's smeared, I think it looks phenomenal. And how I know I shouldn't be praising my own work, but holy fuck, I'm proud of it. I mean, it might not be entirely accurate, but I don't really care. It looks really realistically smeared, and I know Hasbro's never going to make it, so I don't give a fuck. So let's take a look at the accessories and then the packaging. Alright, for accessories, you only get 2 sets of hands. So you get the set of fisted hands, which is what I keep on the figure. And then you do get 2 different open hands. You get this one that's just kind of like clenching something. Whatever it is, I don't know. You can have him hold the shield, whatever you want. And then this one, you kind of have a somewhat gun-holding hand. Nothing too special. Actually, from what I can tell, the open hands and the fisted hands are like a different shade of red. So that's kind of interesting. And then for the bath piece, it's another one of these side wings, the top part. Alright, let's take a look at the packaging. Alright, so here's the packaging for U.S. Agent. Again, same old Falcon and Winter Soldier box that we've shown like 3 times in this video. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, U.S. Agent. Disney Plus, nothing on the top. Captain America, flight gear, bath, whatever. There's a picture of John Walker on the side showing that this figure is inaccurate. I'm sorry. On the back, there is a picture of John Walker with a bio, blah, blah, blah. He is number 5. There is the code right there. Let's take a look at the figure. Alright. What do I think? This figure's fucking great. Okay, I love this U.S. Agent. I don't give a flying fuck what you think. It's not accurate. The one in the red should be white, the black should be red, and an A on the thing. I don't care, dude. Look, if you're so upset, then don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's that hard. You don't have to buy this figure if you're going to be so butthurt over it, even though it's actually one of the best figures in the wave. You're complaining about the best figure in the wave, but you're not fucking complaining that Hasbro's keep giving us shit like this. That is a fucking repaint. You know, but you're not going to complain about a completely new sculpt that's incredibly well executed. That just got a couple issues off. Look, you just want to paint it white, just paint it white. Or, not white, blue. If you want to paint it blue, just paint it blue. It's that simple. I mean, just paint the figure blue and you won't even have to worry about it. Or you can just paint the lines white and there you go. I mean, it's accurate. I like this figure a lot. And again, if you're so butthurt about it being inaccurate, wait a couple of months, get the Walmart one. You actually get a shield, you get a cooler package, and not to mention, you get an unmasked head, and it's accurate, so just get that. But anyway, so you get the double jointed knees, pinless, I might add. You get some great motion in the legs, great motion in the arms, double jointed, pinless arms. That's a weird pose. You get a dumbbell jointed neck, and yeah, let me just get him in a pose for you. Let me get him in like a nice brawler pose. Look at that. That is a good looking figure. I mean, look at that. I don't really know who to compare him to. I'm not even going to do a quick jump cut. All I'm just going to do is, here he is next to fucking Steve Rogers' cap. Yeah, there you go. Who will win? Blah, blah, blah. Hashtag not my cap. There you go. So, yeah, I like this figure a lot. Let's move on to Scarlet Witch. Alright. Woo! Last figure. Unless, I mean, I'm going to look at Falcon's wings and shit, but last figure. This sexy bitch is easily the best figure in the fucking wave. I'm sorry, I had to say it. She's hot. Not the figure, the actress, but whatever. It's a fucking cool figure. I love it. Let's take a look at the accessories and the packaging. Let's roll. Alright, so for accessories, you get 2 sets of hands. You get the normal hands right there. You get these really cool effects hands, which are clear. And then you get some magic effects, basic shit that's came with like every Scarlet Witch. And then for the bath piece, you get one of these middle pieces right there. Alright, so take a look at the packaging. And then here's the packaging. Again, I love the WandaVision packaging. I think it looks really good. WandaVision, the Scarlet Witch, Disney Plus. On the top, you get a picture of Scarlet Witch. Captain America Build-A-Figure, blah, blah, blah. There's a picture of her. Nice. Another one. Here is her barcode. She's going to be the hardest to get in the wave. Look at that now. Scan that. Blah, blah, blah. Then, you know, read the bio. Any of those languages. There's another good picture of her. She is number 1. There's your renders. Right there. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at the figure. Alright. Like I've already said before, this is my favorite figure in the wave. I'm just going to say it now and just get it over with. I love this figure. It's so good. I really am impressed with it. Get a drink real quick. Whew! I love it. I already showed you the accessories, which I do think are pretty good. Her and the U.S. Agent figure, I actually have YouTube shorts if you want to check out. Cool little posing sessions I made. Just look at the articulation. First off, you get a really good likeness of her. Just saying. Looks great. Red is my favorite color, especially crimson red. And this is easily my favorite color red right there. I fucking love that. It looks so good. So you get single jointed elbows, not a surprise. Usual hand articulation for a female figure. Dumbbell joint on the neck and on the head, so that's really cool. So you get 2 dumbbell joints. You do get pinned legs, despite them being new. I thought that maybe they reused parts of Mantis. They don't. They actually are really different, but I thought they looked similar. So yeah, you get double jointed knees, pinned though. Like so, about that far. You get a nice diaphragm there. Pretty usable. If you want, you can put her in that pose that she wore, or that she did at the end of the terrible final episode of the show, which again, this was my favorite part of the final episode, was her outfit. I thought it looked super good. So I'm glad to have this figure, but yeah, that had to look so fucking cool. So yeah, if you're only gonna get one, get her. She's so well done. I love this figure for sure. 10 out of 10. If I was going to do the separate reviews, you bet your ass this would have been probably the next one I would have reviewed. Right there. She is Whew, great figure. Love it. Alright, let's take a look at the wings of Falcon, and then we will do the ranking, and then get the fuck out of here. It's been a long video. Alright, I already did a review on this guy. If you really are interested, go check it out. It's more recent. Just click onto my channel. Be sure to subscribe while you're doing that. Click videos, scroll down, you should see it. It did fairly well. Chances are maybe you've already seen it. I don't know. But if you haven't, go check that out. I'm not going to spend 15 minutes talking about Falcon. A figure I've already reviewed. Or Captain America. Whatever the fuck you want me to call him. So, you know. If you want me to look at articulation and shit, there you go. You get the shield. You do get a backpack with him, which is the non-extended version of the wings. And then, in the wave, you do get Red Wing with Loki. That I will show you can peg on. You get a base with Loki that you do have to assemble, which is fairly easy to assemble. And then the wings. So what you do, once you assembled them, you take the figure, you pop the back thing off. This thing, you pop it off. Then you pop this thing in. Here, the other back piece that kind of came with Loki, and there you go, right there, like so. This is gonna be really difficult to film. I'm gonna do this on the floor. Fuck it. All right, so shit. I'll figure it out. All right, I'll do it here. So here's the figure. Again, it'll be pretty hard to show, thanks to how fucking huge these wings are. But there he is in his full glory. So again, you like Red Wing, there's a bit of a peg back there on his shoulder. So you want to peg that in. There's a peg hole there. And you just pop it on in there. And there you go. There's Red Wing. I'm going to take him off because he doesn't stay on that great. And then give it the Loki base right here. All you do is peg it on in, and he could stand. Or you could have him fly, and it looks badass. Truthfully, it does look really good. Wings move. You know, if you really want to get him some dynamic fucking poses, you can. He looks really cool. Again, he's not going to be pretty easy for me to film, but yeah, you can get him in some really cool looking poses. Alright, so let's take a look at the verdict. Alright, here we have the full set right here in all their glory. First off, I have to say, I love this wave in general. I think it's a really good wave. I love entire MCU waves. I just think they're just really fun to collect. It's more fun than getting a couple of shitty comic figures and then seeing the new MCU stuff, which is what I'm going to grab first every time. And they're usually bad comic figures, too. I'm sorry. They usually are. Sometimes they're pretty cool, but I've never been inclined to grab a comic figure before a new MCU. And I actually am more of a comic fan. My favorite Legends figures I own are comic figures. But whatever, that's not the point. So, the ranking. In last place, I've already said this before, White Vision's my least favorite figure. It is a pure repaint of the first Vision figure, except with a new head and a new cape. Not very exciting. I honestly got him to be an accessory for the Wanda figure. So he's going to be number 7. Number 6, Loki. I'm going to have to wait and see the show. Maybe I'll fucking love the show, and this figure might jump up in favoritism, because it is a kind of a cool Loki figure. I like the body mold. One of my friends, I believe his name is, like, Blue Stop Motion, Blue Movie Studios, whatever. I'm sorry, man. I know you by your real name, which I won't say for privacy reasons, but I know you by your real name, so I don't know exactly what your YouTube username is. He'll probably comment on this video, and I'll pin it. So, but he said This would be a really good John Constantine figure. And I agree. You can really make a decent Constantine out of it, other than maybe the legs. Maybe it should be more of a trench coat. But after that, it's a really good body mold, despite it being kind of a basic one. And that's why I'm not too hyped for it, especially because the other figures in this wave are really good. Up at number 5, I'm going with Baron Zemo. Don't get me wrong. I really like this guy. I think he looks super badass and scary. I like him, but he is a bit boring. He's not exactly like a super exciting figure by any means. He doesn't break any grounds with the articulation. I wasn't too surprised by how good or how bad it was. He's about the most average. I would call him the middle ground figure of the wave. Up at number 4 is a really big shock. I thought he would have been in the bottom tier. I'm surprised he's number 4, and that is the Bucky Barnes Winter Soldier figure. When I picked this guy up, I was just really impressed by the articulation and how well it was produced. It's all new parts. There's nothing new to it, or there's nothing old to it. Okay, you don't get guns and knives, but again, I don't remember him using either of those types of weapons. I don't remember him using weapons at all in the show other than his hands. So I don't mind that. It's a good figure. I wish the hair was a bit brighter, but look, the other 3 in this wave are so fucking good. And it's really a favoritism thing, but it is such a great figure, and don't sleep on this guy. He's worth getting. Up at number 3, we have the Build-A-Figure of the wave, technically, the Falcon. With or without the wings, he does get the number 3 spot. You can maybe coerce me to put him into the number 3 or number 2 with the wings. Maybe even number 1 with the wings, because the wings are really good. The figure itself is one of the nicest figures in the wave. You can tell they definitely put a lot of money into developing this figure. Pinless arms, pinless legs. Figure looks fucking great. Maybe because they knew he was going to be a hot seller. He's also cheap per case. He was definitely not a figure that was cheap to produce. I can definitely tell you that. They put a lot of effort into him, a lot of love into it, and it was worth it in the end. I gotta say, it's a good figure. He's worth getting. He was the first one I picked up, and well, I picked him up with Zemo, but he was the first one I grabbed. And yeah, he's worth getting. Definitely worth getting him. Definitely worth completing the Build-A-Figure. Number 2, the silver champion of this wave, is the U.S. Agent figure. Highly recommended. I love this figure. I really do. I think they killed it. Again, he's inaccurate, and again, what's keeping me from him is that just the really good look of the golden top tier champion. And also, he is inaccurate, all jokes aside. I mean, making fun of the people who are slobbing on this figure. I was more or less making fun of the people who were putting it in last place, second to last place. I didn't think that was fair because it's such a great figure. I was honestly going to this figure thinking it was going to be meh, and I came out of it thinking it's fucking great because it is a great figure. Discounting my custom shield, which I'm really happy with, I genuinely like this figure, and I definitely think it's really good, and I can't wait for the Walmart one because I know it's going to be even better. Again, I already said it, and not to mention, it should come as no surprise knowing my thoughts on her. Scarlet Witch is my favorite figure. She was my most anticipated, her Falcon, but I would say her because when they revealed it, I was like, wow, that looks great. I thought I already loved the suit, but I love it even more that I got this figure. And believe me, if I had the money to afford it, I think I would honestly go as far to pre-order the fucking Hot Toys version. It's that cool to me. I love the red hair. I don't give a shit if it isn't accurate or not. It kinda is, it kinda isn't. I forgot to show her next to the Disney Store one and this one because I was so hyped about it, but here she is next to her more inferior Infinity War version, so yeah. I mean, that's a good figure, not great, but this is an S-tier figure. I fucking love it. She's going to end up on my best of list somehow. Whatever it is. I knew she was going to be the biggest pain in the ass in this wave for me to find. I was right. She really was. Whew. Great figure for sure. Highly recommend it. If you're only getting one, get her. There, we said it. Wait, you're still here? It's over. No, I'm kidding. Please comment what that reference was. If you get it, I'm going to be so proud of you. Anyway, all jokes aside, again, like I said, I already really like this wave. I think it's a really strong wave. They all look really good together. I love them. They're all photogenic. I've taken pictures with all of them. If I remember, I will include my photos after this video, but this video is already so fucking long, I don't know. This video is going to take at least 2 hours for it to install onto my iPad. I already got to clear some space for it on my iPad. And then I got to upload it to YouTube. That's going to take ages. It's going to take... This video will probably be up by midnight. It'll take some time for me to upload this video. But it was fun to make. It was really fucking fun to make. I gotta say, even though I started this at right at dinner time, my food, I still haven't finished my food. I think I started at 6. It's 8 o'clock now. It took me 2 hours to make this video. It's fun as hell to make. I'm gonna do this again eventually, no matter whatever it is. I will do something like this again. So thank you guys for watching this long-ass video. This is my longest upload. I've made longer streams, but those don't count. They're streams, not uploads, and I could delete those any day, and they won't even be missed. But this is my longest, like, uploaded video. I hope you guys like it. Share it with your friends. This video took so much fucking time to make. Please like, subscribe, share. May the force be with you. Goodbye. I'll have some more reviews up soon.